Hello and welcome to another project update. All right, so once again, I didn't work on the puzzle that I said I was going to work on. Yes, that I said I was going to work on last video. I I continued working on fixing some more of the bugs that my Discord users were telling me about, and yeah, I think I've got most of them nailed down. All right, so what would happen originally before I fixed the bugs is so one of my users discovered this pretty egregious movement bug where it's not going to happen anymore. But what would happen is if you like did like a dodge and then your dodge ended like in midair, you would be able there would be like a one there'd be like a one frame opportunity where you could like do a double jump, and yeah, that has been fixed. Um, so the user on the Discord actually didn't want me to fix it because it was like speedrun tech. But I mean, it's kind of a I don't know. It was too easy to pull off. So I feel like I don't know. I feel like if a glitch is really hard to pull off, then it's not really. Then I would probably just leave it in the game and I wouldn't bother fixing it. But this was literally just like you. The way that it would work is you like basically either side hop and then press forward and then he would jump, or just any direction he would jump. Too easy to do. Not not okay in an actual product. Right. So what else did I do? What else did I do? I know I did a few more things. Oh yeah. So technically I did work on the puzzle a little bit, but not enough for it to really matter. But I will show you what I did. It's been like a few minutes into the video and I already technically lied once, but yeah, it's not really a lie. It's not really a lie. I just forgot that I did it, but and then I remembered. It's not the same thing as lying. All right, so I put these switches into here. And so what's gonna the way this puzzle is gonna work is there's going to be an inscription on the wall that says that has like a certain you're gonna stand in front of it and read it, and it's gonna tell you it's gonna have like a bunch of symbols on it in the text box, and then those symbols will correspond to the symbols on the panel behind the switch. And yeah, you hit the switches in the right order, and it's gonna open this door. That's the way it's gonna work. It is not done yet. It was working at one point, but that was a long time ago, and the code has changed a lot. And actually, originally I wasn't using switches. I was using torches. Yeah, you would light the torches with a lantern in a certain order, and then the door would open up, and then there'd be like a key inside of a chest in here, which no longer exists because that was a long time ago, and I've changed the level a lot. Yeah, so that's another thing I did. Another thing I did is I'm probably not going to bother showing you, but so what I did is I rewrote a bunch of stuff related to attack animations and uh and the underlying code behind the logic behind those attack animations. Oh, that didn't work. Specified cast is not. Oh, right. I think this scene should work. All right, so I think I'll kind of explain what I did. So in Godot Engine, there's two nodes that can control animations. There is the animation player, which straight up just plays animations, and then there's the animation tree, which allows you to structure, which allows you to create like these logic structures that control animations. And there's pros and cons to using either of them, and you can technically use both of them at the same time. And so the benefits of using the animation player is that there's a built-in signal that's called animation finished that gets activated when an animation is finished. So I can use that for a lot of stuff where I can like say play this animation, wait for it to finish, and then do this other thing with in like an asynchronous function. The downside is that it's very very basic. It only supports, you call a function, it plays the animation, and then it plays and then it stops when the animation is done. Unless it's a looping animation, then it keeps going until you tell it to stop. So animation tree, you can blend animations together. So like for example, this walk cycle, which fades into a run cycle, is animation tree, but it fades into the idle animation is animation tree stuff. But this somersault is activated through the animation player, and the trigger for moving the player back into regular movement is done through that signal. Originally, I had my attack animations done through that as well, but one of the problems with the animation player node is that it doesn't support root motion. So I had to move some stuff back into the animation player so that the player now moves forward as he attacks. I also restructured. Um, I'm not sure if I should tell you this because it's kind of a menial thing that you probably don't care about. But originally, I had a bunch of different. I had the system set up so that each weapon could have like separate animations, and you can still technically do that, but this ended up vastly bloating the total number of animations that I had in the player, which made things really messy. And I have since made it so that, well, there's only one weapon in the game, but now I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh yeah, so now there's basically just there's going to be one-handed animations and two-handed animations. There's no two-handed animations yet, but now the value for how long the collision for the weapon. Oh, it's not working. That's annoying. I'll have to fix that. All right, but basically, to make things it's really hard to explain it, but it's like I moved the data for the and how much damage the attack does and how long the weapon is from the weapon itself to somewhere else. And I'm not 100% sure if that was the best idea, but it seemed, I don't know, it's kind of hard for me to explain the reasons behind why I set things up the way that I did. I'm kind of just in my defense, I'm kind of figuring this out as I go along, and I hope that it doesn't bite me in the butt later on. Anyways, that's probably it for today. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.